Alright, flutes, so this is Legend of Crystal Lake. Like we did with Carol of the Bells, we'll take it section by section. And Legend of Crystal Lake is decidedly easier than Carol of the Bells, so if you put the time in on Carol of the Bells, this will be a piece of cake compared to what you were just working on. So our first little selection here is measures 5 to 7. You may look at that and say, oh, that's not really hard, but the important thing here is that we're hitting our A flats and our B flats, and second flutes are hanging on to that A flat while the first flutes go up to the C. So here's the first flute part, and this starts low on the staff. This is an F. You have to widen your embouchure and get a nice low tone. That's what we're talking about. And that part of the flute's quiet, but that's okay because your dynamic marking is marked piano. So here we go. Legend of Crystal Lake. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? And that's where that first flute part ends. You have to hold that C for those 8 counts. Whole note tied to a whole note. You have to hold it out the whole time. If you need to breathe in, it's got to be a quick breath and then get back in it without making a loud noise. Okay? Here's the second flute part. Stays on the A flat instead of going up to the C. 2, 3, 4, 1. So I ran out of breath there, and I had to sneak back in. It wasn't a big noise when I started. If we were playing this in rehearsal, I wouldn't have even known if you had to take your breath and come back in because it was that smooth. All right, the next part here on Crystal Lake is measures 11 to 13. Be sure you hit that G flat, okay? F, G flat, G natural, G flat. It's like F sharp, same thing. Here we go. Measure 11. 2, 3. And I know on your sheets it only says to measure 13, but I played longer than that. I wanted you to hear how the whole thing worked together. We'll do that one more time. Here's measure 11, and I'll take it all the way to 15. 2, 3. Again, just like in Carol of the Bells, please be sure you're playing D flat for the whole time unless it's noted as a D natural. There are a couple D naturals in here. Okay, moving on, measures 19 to 24. And on your sheet it says 19 to 24, but I'm actually going to play 18 to 24. I want you to hear what it sounds like with the quarter notes, okay, leading into measure 19.